Welcome to lesson 1.2, angles and triangles. A lot of this material will be review and refreshing from other courses. A right angle equals 90 degrees, always and forever and only 90. You'll know it by the little symbol. An acute angle is going to measure less than 90. And here are some examples. An obtuse angle is going to be anything greater than 90 degrees. In a triangle, we're only talking about up to 180, but in circle pictures, etc., anything over 90 degrees is considered obtuse. A straight angle might be a new term, and this is a term for an angle that measures exactly 180. And we're going to talk about this in terms and kind of synonymously with lines. Adjacent is a technical term for being side by side. So there are two angles with a common vertex and a shared side. They are non-overlapping, and that is essential to how they behave. And you can see here these guys share vertex Q and they share ray QR. Complementary angles add to 90 degrees. They do not have to be adjacent. And you can see two examples of those below. Supplementary angles add to 180, and they also do not need to be adjacent. This is where you will take word sentences, words, and you will turn them into a number sentence. You will take two angles are complementary, and you'll turn it into angle A plus angle B equals 90. Two angles are supplementary, angle A plus angle B equals 180. Once we have an equation, we can solve it. Now, linear pair is a very powerful definition because this is a special case of adjacent. It is adjacent angles who form a line, which means they add up to 180. And you can see that they share the common side of NP, but that they are indeed a straight angle. So they add up to 180. Again, something that you can turn from words or a picture into an equation. Now, vertical angles are also powerful, and they are formed by intersecting lines. And we are going to say that they are opposite each other. And what I mean by that, and a better way to describe it, is that they form V's when they look at each other. So for example, angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical, and angle 2 and angle 4 are vertical. And what we're going to learn in a little bit is that they are actually equal. Again, here are the examples. If you want to pause and then work them, that would be fine. If angle GHI and JKL are complementary, keyword, what is the measure of each angle? Complementary means they add to 90, add them together and solve. So 8R plus 9 is my first angle, plus 7R plus 6 is my second angle, and that equals 90 degrees. Combine like terms, 15R plus 15 equals 90. Subtract 15 from both sides, 15R equals 75. Divide both sides by 15, R is 5. But the question asks you for the measure of each angle. So now you need to take that R equals 5 and put it into each angle. And so you have 8 times 5 plus 9. this angle is 49 degrees. And 7 times 5 plus 6, this angle is 36 degrees. I'm sorry, this angle is 41 degrees. And you should know that you are correct because those two should add together to make 90 degrees. The measure of STW compared and in relation to what we know, those two are going to form a straight angle. So what I don't know, I will call x. X plus 18 equals 180. Subtract 18 from both sides, x is 162. In the next one, we have another linear pair, and so together they have to make 180. So 3x plus 7 plus 5x minus 3 is 180. Combine like terms, 8x plus 4 is 180. Subtract 4 from both sides, 8x equals 176. Divide both sides by 8, x is 22. Again, they want to know the measures of the angles, so you need to take your 22 and go back and say 3 times 22 plus 7 is equal to 73 degrees, and 5 times 22 minus 3 is equal to 107. And so those are the measures of your two angles. Just a quick review of our definitions. Vertical angles form those V's. So I have angle INM and angle JNL as one pair. Another pair would be angle INJ and angle MNL. There are more, but those are just two. Linear pairs are going to make that line. So I'm going to use this one and that one as an example. Angle JNI and angle INM is one pair. Another pair I could use is this one and that whole one. I can just ignore ray and L, and I can use angle J and K and angle K and M. Complementary angles, remember, add to 90. This is the only pair I know for sure adds to 90. Angle I and J and angle J and K. Supplementary angles, easiest thing here is just to use all your linear pairs, but we also could use, for another example, angle J and L and angle L and M would be another pair of supplementary. Adjacent angles are any two that touch. So angle J and K and angle K and L would be a pair of adjacent angles. Remember, they don't need any specific relationship. They just need to share a side. And one pair of vertical angles, the easiest vertical pair would be those. There are others, angle I and J and